Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a tutorial for the Elmsley Count. Now, it's a little bit harder than most of the other things I've uploaded. I know I haven't uploaded a lot, but it's quite a bit harder than the other stuff. But it's always a good thing to know. And the Elmsley Count, you can use it either as by itself as a little quick trick to show someone, or you can use it in a bigger trick. Anyway, so the Elmsley Count requires 4 cards. For me, I'm going to use the 4 aces. It could be any 4 cards. It doesn't have to be 4 kind. It could be ace to 4. It could be 5 to 9 or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so the Elmsley Count looks like this. That's where you have 4 cards. Pretty straightforward. But what you didn't see was the face-up ace of clubs in the pack. Okay, now the way you go about doing this is the Elmsley Count is when you have 4 cards, it hides the 3rd card. Okay, so see the 3rd card here is flipped up, and so when you do the Elmsley Count, that 3rd card is hidden. Okay, and the way you do this is it takes a little bit of practice. The hand positions, you'll have to play with it a little bit to find out what you like. But this is what works for me, so I'm not saying what I do will work for you, but you know, you'll have to play with it. So what I do is I hold the 4 cards in my right hand, thumb, bottom corner, index finger, and middle finger right behind the thumb. And then my other hand, my left hand, comes over and holds it in mechanics grip, okay? Just like this. And now, what I do is my left hand thumb peels off the first card like this. Okay, so I peeled off the first one. And then my right hand pushes, and if you push hard enough, you will actually push 2 cards. I hope you guys can see this. You'll push 2 cards off instead of 1, okay? So you peel off the first card with your left hand, and then if you push hard, you will push 2 cards, okay? So there you can see I'm pushing these 2 cards as 1. And as you push those 2 off, the one you just peeled off into your left hand comes underneath. And it's hard to show this, I'll show you in a second. But you let go, and you put it back on the bottom, and you pull off 2 cards. And then you go again, you push off 1 card, and then 1 more. Okay, so I'll see if I can show what the bottom is like. It's going to be really hard to do this actually. But the first part, pretty straightforward. You just peel off the first card. And then as you peel them off, push off the next 2, it's just your thumb pushing off 2 cards, okay? Index and middle aren't doing anything. But when you come to drop off the card, I grab it with my index finger and pull it down underneath everything, okay? And then I pull off the next 2. And then you just push off 1, and then 1 more. So I know this isn't the best angle ever. I'm still working on getting a video camera. I haven't really had the time with work and everything. But anyway, it's a pretty straightforward move. It'll take a little bit of practice, like I said. But once you get it down, it's a very neat move to be able to use. Like I said, you can use it. You could just be like, look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. But what you didn't notice was the face-up card. Or you can do it something. I don't know if this will work very well because it's a different colored card. But you go 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. But you didn't notice the blue card. Now I know that flashed a bit, but that's just because the the borders on them are white and blue instead of black. But if you had you know, 3 blue cards and a red bicycle card, then it would work fine. But anyway, the point is, it hides the 3rd card. And as I mentioned earlier, there are some other tricks that you can do with this move. There's one move or one trick. It's all about the Elmsley Count, and I'll upload that shortly, maybe next week or whenever I get the chance. But anyway, the main point of this is you just strip off the first card, then you push off 2, and this is the bottom view. This is what it looks like from the bottom. Is I grab it with my index finger and I pull it down right back and make sure it's nice and square as you pull off the top 2 cards, okay? And then you just pull off the next 2. Now, when you go to put this card on the bottom, you want to do it, I'll show you from this. You want to do it, you drop it off. See how you can't even see very well unless you look really closely, but when you're doing it fast, no one's going to see. But you want to make sure that you get the bottom card that you just dropped off nice and square with the rest of them before you pull this off, so that you're not flashing another card on the bottom. Okay? Just until you get the other two cards away. And when you pull off these two cards, you want to make sure they stay nice and square, because if something happens and they flash enough that they can see that red pip, they're going to see that something is face up, right? So you want to keep these cards very tightly held so that they don't flash anything. And then you just push off one and then the last one. Now, I hope this tutorial works for you guys. There's not much to the Elmsley count, like I said, but it is a little bit more advanced than other things on my channel. Let me know how it works for you, if there's any improvements I need to make, and you guys have a good day.